Alright everybody, I'm back. Um, this is what I'm using to drill my holes for my lock line. I basically just kind of measured it by using my piece that's going through the acrylic, and then like kind of adjusting the size by just looking at it like that. It's not perfect, so I kind of have to work around the acrylic a little bit, but other than that, it works for what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and start drilling again, and I'll just leave the camera running so you can kind of see what I'm doing, and hopefully I don't break anything. I'm just kind of using the edges of the glass to kind of help guide my arms, so I'm not putting all the weight on my arms so it gets really heavy and wobbly. So I'm just kind of supporting everything that I possibly can. And what I did is I measured how far over it's going to be, like where the pump is going to be down at the bottom, and I measured how high up I need to do it. So this is kind of where I just went off of. And I also have the drill on the low setting so it just doesn't go blasting through the acrylic, because it can crack it, but you also got to be careful going slow because you can crack it just as well. So. I feel like I'm about to go through, so I'm going to take it really easy and make sure I don't just jam it through and keep drilling, because you have the chance for your drill to drop and then just crack straight up your acrylic. So you got to be careful with this. Alright, so it went in. So now you have to be really careful that you don't jiggle it around and crack it. So you kind of want to slowly try to back it out without letting it bounce too far. Oh, man, these sounds will scare you. Alright, so the back is really jagged and messed up because I didn't go straight through going back and forth. So what I'm going to do is try and be really careful and like hold my gun as solid as I can, just to make sure that I can get it through this part right here really easy. And I'm just going to kind of really start far away and like slowly work the drill back in, but trying to go a little bit quicker so it doesn't catch on everything. So here's what I got to do. This drill bit's a little bit smaller than well, where my piece went. This piece right here. So I have to really kind of work on it to get it to, like, I have to round these edges out a little bit longer. So it takes me a little bit longer, but in the end it's a really tight fit. So. Alright, now I'm gonna clean everything up and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so as you can see, now I've got one of the returns in, and I have this little snake pipe kind of thing, and it's it actually shoots water out to each one of these little nozzles. And I have that on there so I don't have to point a pump back here or have a pump up here, because this one will be spraying forward And I can angle it down more where it's spraying straight forward. And these actually spray behind all the rock, so I actually have a lot of pressure going through everything. Hopefully this all works out the way I want it, but I'm going to go ahead and install this other one on this other side. And if you look right here, it's kind of hard to see. I don't know if it's going to focus. Anyway, I got these little O-rings, and I'm not sure if they're water or saltwater safe or not, but I wiped them all down, and now I'm just going to slide the threaded part through this hole, wherever it is, right there, and then put this on the back, and I have this piece, which is a threaded with a nipple on the other side, so I can run the pipe into the vinyl tubing from the pump. So that way I have a little flexibility back there, and it's not all rigid. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going in there. And like I said, I did a little tight, so I kind of got to wiggle it in a little bit. Put the O-ring on it. I'm not sure if this is going to keep a watertight seal, but I'm going with it. So go ahead and thread this on back here. And this one, that feels pretty tight to me. Like it feels tighter than the other side, so I don't want to go crazy with it. I mean, I can turn it and do that, but that kind of messes with this piece right here. I'll go with that. And now I'm going to try to straighten this up the way the other one is. Let's see if I can pause it and give you guys a front view of this thing. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I have to hold my tripod just so you guys can get a good view of this, because the light is being ridiculous. That's my two returns, and they are kind of uneven right now. One's a little bit, like the way the neck is on one, it's a little bit lower. I think this one looks a little too high. I'll have to figure that out later. Sorry, I'll have to figure that out later. Anyway, that's what it looks like. I'll try to get you a close shot right here. A little tricky doing this in reverse. That's what it looks like. Looks nice and clean. I don't have any power heads on the sides. Hopefully this works out the way I want it to. No power heads. The as you can see right there, that little piece right there is the nipple that threads on the back of this. I got an O-ring there, and that'll go straight down to the pump. Right there's for the sump light, and then I have another one over there. And that's the up top view. I think it looks pretty sick. Yeah, there's that. And now we'll go on to the next section.